I learned being a judge in season 1 that there is an awful lot of talent in this city, and unfortunately, we still have to pick just one.
Welcome to season 2 of Callbacks, where Austin-based actors will compete for the lead role in an upcoming short film as well as a cash prize. 3 rounds, 4 judges, 1 winner. This is Callbacks.
Throughout the making of season 1 was, my experience was it was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot from the crew, from the talent, and it's an ongoing learning experience. You're gonna learn something every day, every moment.
I cannot express how challenging it was and how difficult it was, but our team pulled through. We put our entire heart and soul into this project.
It was great participating in season 1 as an actor. I learned a lot of things about myself and my process and made a lot of friends along the way.
Very rewarding. I had a lot of creative freedom to really make Callbacks what it is today.
How does it feel to have made it on the show? It always feels good when you get any project, but this one is just so cool because I know so many people who are working on it, and it's just so different than anything I've ever done.
It feels great to have made it onto the show, honestly. I mean, it's great working with everyone, seeing everyone. The energy is just crazy, which I love.
It's such a fun concept. It's not like anything I've ever worked on before, so I'm really excited to be here.
I hope viewers learn and see more, not just the actresses, the scene that they're making, but what they're going through behind the scenes, because that's what we're trying to capture with the show. We could just keep making films, but we want to show behind the scenes their struggles, their passion for wanting to get in the industry, what they're going through, and I hope that the viewers see all of that.
I think I'm going to take from this experience that lesson of learning how to feel comfortable in myself and learning how to kind of be as much of me as possible in everything I do. You have to learn that this is a big part of it, that this show just kind of shows it on a really dramatic scale, but you get really good at hearing those rejections and taking it as redirection and knowing that none of it has to be the end unless you want it to be.
I hope viewers see that the process for auditioning is different for each one, and this was a different thing for us and we felt great about it. And honestly, just how actors can take either rejection or moving forward, I think that's a great lesson in itself too.
I've learned a lot. I've learned the experience of being on a set like this and being in intense, high-pressure situations. And so I'm super proud of myself, of how I've overcome it, and I'll be able to take that into future opportunities.
One thing that I learned throughout the Callbacks competition that I'm gonna definitely take with me into the future Callbacks is just keep rolling with the punches. You never know what they're gonna throw at you, and you just gotta be ready for anything and everything.
Hi, my name is Danae Rivers, and I'm located in Austin, Texas, and available for all the dates listed in the email.
For submitting my self-tape and for the pre-screen round, I felt like I had such a fun time getting to bring the character to life for the first time and getting used to her mannerisms. And I had my boyfriend help me with the self-tape, and it was a little messy, but we got it through.
I'm here for the Merit Society meeting for new members.
Name?
Do you want my real name or my preferred name?
Pardon?
Real or preferred, in case you do a background check.
People need to understand that the audition process for actors is so rigorous, and it takes so much energy and effort for actors to go through it, and in the end they don't even know if they're going to land the role or not, but there could be countless callbacks, countless chemistry reads, and so much that you have to prepare for and put your energy into, and the role is never guaranteed.
You must be Prof. Higgins.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I've never seen you before in my life. I was vice class president and secretary in high school, and it really wasn't that hard.
You must be superhuman.
Running the scene with 3 scene partners today was such a challenge. It felt very much like jumping into an actual live take for the film. I have never had more than one other person in a chemistry read, callback, or audition before. It wasn't easy connecting with all 3 characters because they are new. I haven't worked with them before, and having to jump into that immediately was difficult, but it was also so much fun getting to see all of the different personalities and connecting with everyone, so I really enjoyed it.
We've actually added a scene. If it wasn't hard enough, if we didn't make your jobs tricky enough.
Oh my God. When I got the new sides for today, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever you say, I'll do it, yeah. But at the same time in my head, I'm like panicking a little bit because I'm like, it's a page and a half. Wasn't dialogue heavy, but it was action heavy. And so that was gonna be a lot of blocking that was going to be required in order to make this scene work that they were adding on, which that was kind of an issue for me yesterday, even with just a little bit of blocking being thrown in. But I do feel like I overcame that and I did what I could.
I would say that would nail it for an acceptance speech. What was your major?
Funny enough, I actually studied accounting.
Oh, did you? It's a lot of math, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You wouldn't guess.
No. How many years do you think that is? 10, 20, 30? So is it going to be 10, 20, 30 years behind bars? Or is it going to be 10, 20, 30 years listening to whatever the I say?
The magical appearance of Fernie was absolutely insane. That's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire career, let alone my life, going through that. And I had no clue that Fernie was going to be there. It was so exciting. It was so thrilling. And I really do think that I was able to like lock in as Zara and just push through and do what I could in that moment.
Test 1. Clean that up.
Callbacks has definitely transformed who I am as an actor. It has taught me so much, and I'm so grateful that I got this experience because I've learned from all of the other talented actresses that have been with me through this entire experience, and I've learned so much from the talented judges that have been there and have given me such good direction and things to work on and learn from, and also giving me the little like props that I needed to like keep moving on and keep inspiring myself to keep moving forward and keep working on my craft. And now I'm gonna keep working on this project, and I'm looking forward to that, and I think I'm gonna learn even more working with Shilava as a director.
This season showed me what these actors can do to an extreme. All the different mannerisms, bits of improv, subtleties. Danae in particular, she took so much time and space within each beat that I wasn't expecting to happen, that I didn't see in the script, I didn't envision in my head. So I'm looking forward to bringing all of that to life on set with these people and getting to work with them and having fun instead of being under pressure and being nervous about having to send people home.
I think the viewers will learn that this show is basically more or less exactly what happens in a callback situation. An actor goes in and you go down the line, and it's not that the actors do bad jobs or anything. They're looking for that specific actor for that role. You're basically getting a taste of that now in real time.
From a writer's perspective, the story was inspired by the dynamic between the men and women and the power structure they have to deal with. People have to sort of climb over each other to get ahead, and that's why I wrote it. What I hope to see in the film is that production values are as good as they are today, and that the acting carries out the story of the Merit Society and how things are in America nowadays.
Actors should pursue a career here in Austin because this is going to be the new Hollywood, so I think that you want to get in now at the ground floor.
I decided to pursue a career in Austin as an actor, partially through chance. I happened to be here living in Austin when I started focusing on acting more and more, and when it became my full-time pursuit. There's a great community here, there's great teachers, there's great projects going on, and it's growing, and so it was perfect timing.
I'm very intrigued by Austin. I think it's gonna really blossom into something, and I wanna be there to see that blossom and be like up front. Like, I'm just very drawn to it for that reason.
I find that Austin is a lot more homey. For me, it's home, and I think everyone's a lot more collaborative in the space, and we're almost kind of like an underdog city, which I really like because I feel like I'm a little bit of an underdog myself.
My favorite crime drama would have to be No Country for Old Men.
Criminal Minds. True Detective.
The Godfather.
Breaking Bad.
Chinatown.
Or Better Call Saul.
My favorite crime drama is Heat.
Seven.
Gotta be Sopranos.
Prisoners.
You on Netflix with Penn Badgley.
Zodiac.
Longmire.
I would say my favorite crime film is Clue.
Goodfellas.
Growing up as a kid, I looked up to people like Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. They were the hero that saved the world, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to save the world. But now, as an adult, I kind of wouldn't mind being the villain.
It would absolutely be a princess character from a Disney live-action remake. Another Cinderella or another Belle. I grew up obsessed with those princesses, but my daughter is also now obsessed, and I just think that would be like so fun.
My dream role would have to be in some sort of fantasy film or supernatural film, Game of Thrones vibes, or even like Teen Wolf.
One of my dream roles would probably be like a Black Widow character from the Avengers. I would love to be an Avenger. Maybe like a Carrie character, you know, like Good Girl Gone Rogue.
I mean, this is a stretch, but Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy.
You know, maybe my role hasn't been written yet. But if I had to choose one right now, I'd be Batman.
I don't know if I have a dream role. I have people that I would love to work with, like Sandler. I love Sandler. I grew up with Sandler. Jim Carrey is one of my favorites. I would love to work with him in any capacity.
You'd start without me? I was a 4-H'er in Missoula, Montana, and the 4-H club would come to the elementary schools and put on a little play. So that I saw my first play when I was pretty young, and it was like, that looks like it's so much fun. I've got to do that. So I joined the 4-H club. I had the grand champion heifer one year, which is great, and I did plays with them. I moved to Chicago after college, and then I pursued acting. What I would tell an aspiring actor is to get in class, take classes. And then I would network. I would get on social media and just follow people, because you'll find out about auditions, you'll find out about student films, and that way you can get some footage. And then you can create a reel, and then you have something to show an agent so that you can get an agent and good headshots.
Advice that I would give to aspiring actors watching at home is to know that you can never do too much work on your character, and that if you just keep doing what you are passionate about within the realm of how you want to display the character, the right casting and roles will come to you, and you will also prove to yourself that you can just keep going even if you get another no.
I'm a comic book artist, okay? It is what I am. And if you, Dad, can't support me in any of that, then I'm gonna go find somewhere else to stay.
Well, I think any artist faces struggles, but at the same time, for me personally, I think it took me a long time to find my path. Well, I'm glad to be in a place in my life and my career where, I couldn't see myself doing anything else, honestly. Well, I love being a storyteller. I love also experiencing a story on scene. I'm also a musician and songwriter, so I think it just kind of comes natural. I'm also someone who's naturally curious, so I think that kind of lends to being a good host as well. My number one goal, I would love to be seen as an everyman. Like, you'd be like, hey, we need a singer. I got a guy. Hey, we need someone to get on stage and be a host. I got a guy. Like, I want people to think of me like that. I love to be well-rounded. We only have one life, and I say anything that's gonna make you happy, specifically with acting or telling a story, go for it.
I come from the music world, and that is how I got into filmmaking. And every now and then, there's this inner voice that says, you shouldn't be here. You don't belong. Because I didn't go to film school, I worked my way up through filmmaking competitions and climbed the ladder and learned the hard way. But I think that also has its own merit and its own power, and I feel like it makes me a little bit more versatile, a little bit more empathetic to the other independent filmmakers out there. I'm here directing and producing this show, and I can't say how much that means to me.
Always dealing with struggles, always ups and downs. But the biggest thing is my favorite thing that I guess I can do is I can still wake up every day, be able to take on the day. Not everyone has that opportunity. I'm still grateful to be here, so that's the best thing I can say about it.
I'm super stoked to have made it this far. It's been a super fun experience. I've learned so much, and I'm so proud of Danae. I know she's gonna absolutely kill this role, and I'm so excited to see how it turns out. I hope viewers learn just not to get discouraged. Take the constructive criticism and use it as fuel, and just keep putting yourself out there, believe in yourself. Closed mouths don't get fed, so just keep pushing, and it'll work out in the end.
Okay, well, my real name is Charlotte Boucher, but I want to be called Zara Boucher for any awards, things like that.
Consistency is the most important thing. One audition, one callback is not the sum of who you are, no matter how bad or good. Consistency over and over auditioning, that's the key to success.
Keep putting yourself out there, try new things. Do not be afraid to take a chance on a project that might seem like it's not worth it, but you never know who you're gonna meet there, or who you're gonna work with, or how that project is gonna go and where it's gonna end up. So if you're worried about, oh, I don't have time for this, or I don't know if that's gonna be the right fit for me, just try. Just do it anyways.
Just keep doing it. You don't get that call back, don't let it deter you from anything. And if you can't get the call back, create the opportunity, that's what I say. Go out there and make the film yourself and make it happen.
If you've been following the show thus far, you see how hard it is just to get here.
For example, we had 315 people apply for this character, and we only went with 4 people.
Whether you have a demo reel, whether you have headshots, whether you're taking acting classes or not, whether you can afford any of it, sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you just need to start.
And so, right then and there, we've got, the top 1% of the talent for this particular season.
So anybody watching, if you've already auditioned for season 1 or you've submitted for season 2, if you haven't made it yet, don't give up. Keep submitting.
You keep seeing the feedback that we're giving to these actresses, and take that to heart in your own training, in your own workshops.
Also, proof is in the pudding. One of our actors from season 1 who didn't make it to the final round, he booked a lead role in a short film simply because somebody was watching and loved the energy he brought to the show. So even if you don't win, even if you don't make it to each subsequent round, somebody out there is watching you. So just keep doing it.